You ready?
That's a little cool because Coach Hawaii about I'm kidding.
Punch you in the mouth.
Wait.
Welcome to episode.
See, I don't know on you.
Yeah. Bloopers. Welcome to episode 32 of B&D Talking Sports Podcast with your boys Butch and Dominic. We're the father and son that just loves talking sports, and so we record an episode. We try every week to bring it to you guys just to talk about what's going on in the sports world. On this week's episode, we're going to talk about the NFL draft that happened over this past weekend, and then we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs, how they're going so far, who's advancing, who's still playing. Let's see. What else?
Scott Bell getting drafted.
Yeah, Skylar Bell got drafted. If you guys paid attention to any other episode, this man was high on Skylar Bell getting drafted. He thought first round.
Hey.
He fell to like fourth, fifth round.
Hold on. This is like a thought minute.
Third, fourth. And I told you, where was he going to go?
You said, you said undrafted.
We're going to just pretty much give our 5 best drafts and the 5 like head scratching drafts. Teams that had a head scratching draft. Starting off, you can't really project who won the draft the week right after the weekend of the draft. It takes 2-3 years to see how it all plays out, but this is just a little fun conversation where you can just kind of talk about who you think won the draft night and who didn't.
I think the Bills did.
Why? Because they drafted Skylar Bell?
Yes.
Alright. But I'm going to start off with a team I think that really won the draft was the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, I mean, they had the number 1 pick.
They had the number 1 pick.
They hard.
I mean, they got the franchise quarterback, and then they got a couple additional weapons. They got Traydon Stoops at the beginning of the second round. What was he? Safety corner out of Arizona. He was kind of a projected first round guy, and then like he slipped into the beginning of the second round where they got him. So they got an offensive piece, and then they also got a defensive piece. They also added Keyron Crawford, DN out of Auburn, another guy to help boost through that defense line, opposite side of Max Crosby. They got a guard, Trey Soon, the third out of Texas A&M, and then like in the fourth round, first pick of the fourth round, they got Jerron McCoy, probably the best corner in the draft. If it wouldn't be for his knee injury that he missed the whole 2025 season with Tennessee. A lot of teams were worried about his knee and the durability, so he slid all the way down to the fourth round. So they pretty much got 3 first-round guys and only used 1 first-round pick on them. So then they also got Mike Washington Jr., running back out of Arkansas. He was the 4th running back taken off the board. Just someone else to help team up in the backfield with Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then probably the Jets probably be the number 2.
He was number 2 pick.
Yeah. Hey. They got David Bailey, one of the best edge rushers in the draft. They got Kenyon Sadiq with the 16th overall pick, the best tight end in the draft. Then they went and got traded back up into the first round. So now they ended up having 3 first-round picks. They selected wide receiver Omar Cooper out of Indiana. It's a really they're giving Geno Smith and ultimately their quarterback of next year some weapons. They're kind of already having a team build up, so when they do draft a quarterback next year with one of their 3 first-round picks, they'll be able to already be plug-and-play type guy. And then in the second round, they got D'Angelo Pons, small, gritty, tough little son of a bitch at corner. Pretty much, a lot of people, draft experts are saying Aaron Glenn, the head coach of the Jets, drafted a younger version of himself. So, let's see. You can speak in it if you
I'm just
listening.
listening.
He just woke up, so he's still tired.
Personally, well, the only idea of the Jets draft was taking David Bailey over Pavel Weiss. That's a different discussion.
Well, they went with a proven edge rusher over the potential of what could have been the best. Like, with the guy has the most upside out of the two. That P word is a coach killer, potential. If you rely on potential too much, that can get your head coach fired. After what the Jets did last year, and if they don't do too much better, I could see Aaron Glenn getting fired already.
Well, they ain't gonna do too much better. They got Geno Smith at quarterback,
Yeah.
so they ain't gonna do too much better.
Hey, they brought Russell Wilson in for a workout.
Aaron Glenn, you might have just packed your bags down.
Let's see. And then you got Tennessee Titans.
Fourth pick.
But this is the 13th. All right.
Well, we don't talk about that team third pick.
All right. Tennessee came out with the 4th overall pick. Got Carnell Tate. And it traded back up into the first round. Got edge rusher Kendrick Falk out of Auburn. Surprised a lot of people by taking Carnell Tate. I think it was going to be Jeremiah Love, but
With that third team took him.
yeah, the Cardinals took. Oh, my bad.
You don't say that name
Why?
because they lost the draft.
Oh. Let's see.
If you lose the draft, you know what your name is.
Then, let's see, what else did they have? Linebacker Anthony Hill Jr., probably top 3 linebacker in this draft class, out of Texas. Added a guard, running back, defensive tackle, center Pat Coogan from Indiana. So, like, they had a lot of picks, and then they're just kind of like, I think they're pushing all their, shit. I just had a brain fart. I thought I was still talking about Jets. But no, we're talking about Titans. And
Fourth pick, man.
yeah, 4th pick. So just kind of Carnell Tate going with Matt pairing him up with Cam Ward to give Cam Ward some more weapons. And then they boosted the defense, got a guard to protect him in the center. So, like, they're trying to build around their franchise quarterback they took last year with the number 1 overall pick.
Am I having a brain fart, or was it last year or the year before Calvin Ridley injured his leg?
It was, I think he played all last year.
It's remember the year before.
Yeah. Number 4 of the, I think, top 5 draft picks is the Dallas Cowboys. They ultimately traded up 1 spot with the Miami Dolphins, went from 12 to 11, and they drafted probably one of the smartest, most gifted, talented players in the draft with Caleb Downs.
Future tackle.
Cowboys struggled defensively last year, and so they went into this draft cycle projecting to, like, just booster the defense.
And they did.
And they did. They got a lot of defensive help. Like I said, with their first pick in the first round, they took Caleb Downs, safety out of Ohio State, and then they had the number 20 pick in the draft. They traded back 3 spots with the Philadelphia Eagles. It's kind of rare, one of the rare in division trades. Selected edge rusher out of UCF, Mekhi Lawrence. another defensive piece that helped booster that defense line, especially since they got rid of Michael Parsons last year, traded him away. They had to find another edge rusher. I'm not saying Mikel Lawrence is going to be that, but they brought in additional help.
Yeah.
And then they didn't have a second round pick. Third round pick, they took Deshaun Barman out of Michigan, another edge rusher, but can also play linebacker. First couple years he was with Maryland. He was a edge / he was one of them hybrid players where he played edge and linebacker, but more linebacker. Transferred to Michigan, played a lot of linebacker, and then they ultimately started using him as a pass rush specialist, which he still needs to develop a little bit, but he gives you that back end. Then they took offensive tackle Drew Shelton from Penn State. If there's anything Cowboys do right in the draft is they draft offensive linemen. Then they got a corner, Devin Moore out of Florida. Took another edge rusher in LT Overton from Alabama, and then closed out the draft with a wide receiver. And then my final draft.
And George Pickens signed his franchise tag for the Cowboys.
No, he hasn't yet.
I really just saw it and he signed it.
When?
Literally yesterday.
He intends to. It came out the night of the draft that he signed it, but then he actually never signed. He just said he intended to sign it. Oh, so he did finally sign it.
I told you.
When that was yesterday. I didn't see that. Last I saw is he intended to sign it and he never did. Well, now Cowboys got him for at least one more year.
The team announced on Wednesday.
And then my last, the number 5 of the best draft classes is the Kansas City Chiefs.
I hate giving them credit.
Hey, going into this class, they lost draft. They lost their number 1 and number 2 corners in Trey McDuffie and Jalen Watson. They both Trey McDuffie got traded to the Rams, and then Watson signed with the Rams in free agency. So they needed corner help. They traded up from pick number 9 to number 6 with the Cleveland Browns. Took Mansour Delane, cornerback out of LSU. Second best corner in the draft besides Jermon McCoy. It's just the fact that Jermon McCoy was injured. Mansour Delane kind of jumped that to be the number 1 corner drafted. Then they took Peter Woods, D tackle out of Clemson at pick 29. And then pick 8 of the second round, they took R. Mason Thomas.
You think Alex is supposed to name?
It is.
So
yeah.
On his driver's license, it just says
R. Mason Thomas. Yeah, it's just
so
R.
So Mason's the middle name?
No, his first name is R. Mason. The R don't stand for anything. His mother did an interview saying that she just wanted something different, so she just put an R in front of it. Yeah. And then their last pick of the draft, they took in the 7th round, they took Garrett Nussmeier, quarterback LSU.
R dominant.
Yeah.
Damn.
Honorable mention.
That does sound pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. They could have honorable mention could had a bad draft. It just seems like they always seem to have not always seem to have a good draft, but they draft decent, but they just can't develop them. It's the Cleveland Browns. Trading back 3 spots, took probably the best tackle in the draft class in Spencer Fanu. Then with 24th pick of the first round, they took KC Concepcion out of Texas A&M. And then second round, they got 2 guys that were kind of projected tail end of the first round, early second round. With the 7th pick in the second round, they got wide receiver Denzel Boston out of Washington. And then pick 26 in the second round, they got Emmanuel McNeil Warren, safety out of Toledo. And then just kind of got some offensive line help, linebacker, tight end. They also took a quarterback, and Taylor Green out of Arkansas. Like, they did well drafting. It's just, can they actually put all these pieces together? And then, as of right now, Deshaun Watson is looking to be the starter week 1 for the Cleveland Browns.
Well, I mean, you were paying him like $200 million.
Yeah.
So you better hope he started.
So, is there any other team you think had a pretty good draft?
The Bills.
The Bills, because they took Skylar Bell.
Yeah, just that pick. Just because of that pick.
All right. So,
well, and they left me on the edge of my seat because I never knew when they were going to pick. like I saw the name on the coming up in the thing. Even when they said they'll pick us in, I didn't know if the Bills were actually going to pick.
Yeah, I know. They traded back 3 times within the just at the end of the first round, and ultimately picked up quite a few other picks. Now the 5 teams that I think, I ain't gonna say they lost the draft, but just some of the moves they made just didn't quite make sense. The Rams, everybody's been talking about it. Ty Simpson at 13.
With all pick.
With the pick they got from the Atlanta Falcons.
So I say we won that trade.
Yeah. It's like, how do you say it? I get what they were doing by going ahead selecting Ty Simpson and having him set. Well, taking a quarterback and having him set behind Matt Stafford. But what don't make sense with the Ty Simpson pick is
you could have done that later in the draft.
Yeah, you could have did that later in the draft.
So you need to explain this to Sean McVay too, though.
So in the he couldn't beat out Jalen Milroe last year, the previous year for starting quarterback. Then he became starter this past season. He's only started 15 games. This probably needs charge. He's only started, in the past 3 seasons, he's only started 15 games.
Yeah.
Now you're asking him to come in and set behind Matt Stafford, which whether he's there 1 more year, 2 more years, like, you're asking to set even more. Like, yeah, it worked out for the Packers and Jordan Love, and then Aaron Rodgers behind Brett Favre, but it's like,
you're not the Packers. You don't have the Packers.
Yeah, and like just the whole simple fact that he's only started 15 games, and then
plus
like the whole saga between Ty Simpson and like he's saying they never met with Sean McVay, and then they come out and say, oh well, we was actually having secret private meetings. I just wasn't supposed to tell nobody that they were interested in me. So it's like, just that whole saga. Now, what were you going to say?
I would say, it was kind of shocking because you have a quarterback coming off of an MVP year.
Yeah.
Like, what, 1 win away from the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
You would think you would, like, maybe get another weapon, do something.
To help get over that hump of being able to get to the Super Bowl.
Maybe it's a nice guy receiver that helps Puka stop biting people.
And like I just like it don't make sense. What kind of pisses me off is you got all these experts sitting there praising this move. Oh, it's so smart, it's so smart. But when the Falcons did it,
it was a problem.
It was a problem.
We did just pay a quarterback like $180 million. Like,
yeah, I get that.
A month earlier.
But you're sitting there bashing the Falcons, but yet the Rams are pretty much doing the same thing, other than they didn't pay. Well, they just really extended Matthew Stafford.
He won MVP. We did it with a quarterback coming up with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, I know. It didn't make sense. Like, the way Falcons did it that 2 years ago, it didn't make sense. By paying the quarterback and then drafting him.
Yeah.
Like, if you were going to go with a rookie, drafted quarterback, you could have gotten a cheaper bridge quarterback. You could have got one, like, kind of like they did this year. They got Tua for 1.3 million. But it's just really like it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. And then they took another tight end in this second round.
They love tight ends.
It's just their draft didn't quite make sense. They already had, they took a tight end the year before. Like they had 4 or 5 tight ends already, and then they go and draft another one.
Never enough tight ends.
Next one is Minnesota Vikings. They didn't have a bad draft. It's just how you say it? They reached. It was a heavy reach for Caleb Banks taking him in the first round. Yes, he has first round talent, but he's a big guy that has a lot of feet problems, and he's coming off. He's broke his foot twice already in the I think it's 2 or 3 times in this past year.
Yeah.
So he's already having issues with his feet. You could have got him in the second round. Yes, he has first round talent, but the question mark is his health and his feet.
Well, I've been questioning the Vikings draft a lot lately because, well, they took J.J. McCarthy a couple years ago, which
yeah.
He's basically turned into like Will Levis with the memes and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Who else did the Vikings take in this draft?
Damn, you saw that one pick said, you know what, loser. Damn.
No, I just feel they reached way too high. Then they took the linebacker with their second pick, Jake Galladay, top 5 linebacker in the draft.
Is he a fullback?
Yeah.
Holy shit! You know what? Winners.
Then they turned around, third round, took another defensive tackle, Dominique Orange, Iowa State, Big Citrus. Took a fullback he's like a fullback / he's kind of like your half H-back or your tight end. Fullback.
I see fullback on that list.
It's just
fullback.
Like I said, they didn't draft bad. It's just that one major reach. Like there's other players on the board that they could have got. And then the next one is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They didn't even have a first round pick because they traded it away to the Browns for Travis Hunter last year.
He
got injured. Then he's ultimately being
moved.
Just a corner.
Where the hell is it? Just go right there.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus, technology, man.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Do you not know how technology works?
Yeah. All right. With Jaguars' first pick, they took a tight end, Nate Brocker.
Billion Divers or something.
Yeah. A 25-year-old tight end out of Texas A&M. Had a total of 30 catches in his whole entire college career. He's more of a blocking tight end, but it was a major reach.
It'd be like that.
Then they took a third round. They took a defensive tackle, Albert Regis, out of Texas A&M. Another kind of a reach on that one.
They love Texas A&M.
Then their second, third round pick, they got Emmanuel Pregnon, which he was the kind of projected that he could have been could have slid into the first round, but he was second round pick. They got him in the third round. Then they turned around, fifth round, they took another tight end. It's just.
Yeah, I thought you were going to mention Maryland safety going.
Jalen Husky. Well, they got him in with their third round pick. Safety out Maryland, Jalen Husky. Kind of an undersized safety.
You can't shit talk going to your own college, okay?
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Ooh.
Dude, just because y'all started 4-0 and didn't win a single game after that, and then finished with the same record as my team did, and we just shoot the bed the entire season.
Yeah. The fourth team on the list is the Jacksonville.
You just said Jaguars.
Houston Texans. My bad.
See, that's what you get for going out of order on your list.
Alright, Houston Texans.
Well, I'm disappointed in the Texans for not picking up or drafting C.J. Stroud's new glasses.
Yeah.
They
got they traded up into the first round. I mean, they traded back into the first round, and then they took a second round guy with their first overall pick, Caleb Rutledge, the Georgia Tech guy, guard. He's a dog. He like it's a good fit for the Houston Texans. It's just they could have got him a little bit later. Then with their second round pick, they took Caden McDonald, defensive tackle, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yeah, everybody kind of saw his story. He was projected to go first round. Showed up to the draft. Didn't actually go to till the second round. Stayed in the green room till then. So he could have his moment with.
That's that guy.
Yeah.
You calling him loser? Oh damn, that was feeling.
It's like they did great on their first two picks. It's some of their later round picks that are kind of like They took a tight end with their second round pick, Marlon Klein, Michigan tight end. Another one that wasn't very productive in college, more of a blocking tight end. There was some other tight ends that were higher in the draft class projected higher in the draft class than him. But
who's the other guy there? Who's the other guy that was left in the green room?
Colton Hood.
Why wasn't Jim and McCoy do? That would have sucked without him.
Yeah.
Being there, first day, second day, nothing.
Yeah. And then the last team on the top 5 is the Miami Dolphins.
What?
It's another team. They had a decent draft, but it was like they had a good pick, bad pick. Well, like they took Caden Proctor at 12 overall. A lot of inconsistencies. Like he's a first round talent if they can manage his weight. He has issues managing his weight. 1 minute he's down at like 340, then he can come back at 390 pounds. Like if you stay on top of him and keep him fluctuated, they got a good left tackle. Then the next 2 picks were good picks for them. They got corners out of San Diego State, Chris Johnson. Tall, lengthy,
What's that?
physical. Oh, back in the day. Yeah.
Running back for Titans.
Yeah, running back for the Titans.
So what should we use the names now?
And then in the second round, they got a linebacker, Jacob Rodriguez, Texas Tech. Probably the best linebacker in the draft class. No, not best, because Sonny Styles was the best.
Best mustache.
Yeah, but he can cover, he can stop the run, he can blitz. So they got a good overall, like I said, 2 picks. Now the third pick, they took Caleb Douglas, a wide receiver that was projected to go like 4th, 5th, possibly even 6th round. And then they took a tight end, Will Carmichael, Ohio State, another tight end that didn't really produce while he was in college, more of a blocking one. And then they took a wide receiver, Chris Bell, Louisville, coming off an ACL tear. If it would have been for his ACL tear and a little bit, like he probably would have went a little bit higher in the draft. Then they took another linebacker and another linebacker, safety, wide receiver, tight end, guard. Like they didn't have a bad draft class. It's just there was bad picks, bad value picks.
Yeah.
And throughout it.
But I do like Kevin Coleman Jr.
Yeah, wide receiver out of Missouri.
Yeah, he was second on my list.
They had 13 picks altogether. Like they was able to, and they had a lot of holes that needed filled. They got released Tua, they released Tyreek Hill, they released Bradley Chubb, they traded Jalen Waddle. So like they had so much dead cap, and like they just have so many holes they had to fill that they were just drafting a lot of players. They got some good players. Probably there could be like 3, 4, maybe 5 starters in this group.
What?
You got anything?
Oh no, I had to do some research. I had to look at Skylar Bell, Chris Bell were related.
No.
I was just looking up where my boy Squirrel White went.
Where'd Squirrel White? Where'd he go?
It doesn't say anywhere right now. It says Florida State still.
Oh.
So maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we did a Madden rebuild, and you were questioning if that was a real guy or not. And I proved you.
Like I said, when we started doing the top 5 and top 5 best, top 5 worst, like the winners, losers, you can't really project if they won or not. Just basing off what's drafted, you gotta wait a couple years to see how these players actually turn out. Some of the guys that we could say the teams that won the draft could end up half the guys on their team could be bust. Giants had a pretty good draft.
Oh, you're not. I thought you were going to ask me the question.
What?
Was that a co-host question?
Oh. Nah.
No. You don't feel like it?
No. Where's the co-host question?
Right there. Good debate question for co-host.
Oh. ChatGPT helped me write this up, alright?
Man, see, mine's all natural.
Let's see.
Well, here it comes.
Shut the fuck up.
Here it comes.
No, we gotta talk about the Falcons draft class. I think they did very well with their first 2 picks. They didn't panic. They didn't with Ian Cunningham's first draft class. They was patient and they ultimately got the guys that they wanted.
They get finessed.
Yeah, didn't get finessed. Didn't reach I think if we still had Terry Fontenot, we would have still probably got Avion Terrell and Zachariah Branch. He just would have traded up, and they probably would have been the only guys to be drafted in this draft class. First 2 days, we didn't have a first round pick because, we technically do. We have James Pierce Jr. as long as he stays out of trouble. Then second round, pick 48, we took cornerback Avion Terrell out of Clemson. It's AJ Terrell's little brother. Falcons needed a second corner. He could play inside, outside, leverage. Be that revolving door at cornerback 2, opposite of AJ Terrell, has been ongoing for a couple of years now. They're hoping Avion could be that number 2 guy. If not, he can play inside at nickel too.
Was that? We thought we figured out that cornerback 2 position because D'Alford was having a great year last year, and he left.
Yep.
Where did he go?
Buffalo Bills.
Oh, fucking Bills.
Then their third round pick at pick 79, they took wide receiver Zachariah Branch out of Georgia. Small, shifty, can make you miss. You get him open in the open field, he's probably gone.
Kind of like a Bijan.
Yeah, just that wide receiver.
Yeah, you Bijan that wide open, and
he's one. We gotta wait and see if he can become more of a true number 2 wide receiver, or if he's just going to be a gadget playmaker type guy. A lot of his passes at Georgia were screen passes.
I think he would have loved us. It was last year, the year before.
Yeah. But his average catch per reception was 2.9 yards, but he had 81 catches for 811 yards and 6 touchdowns. So he was the leading receiver on Georgia. It's just you got to see if he can develop that full route tree. Yeah. If he could be a deep threat, if he could be a guy that can run over the middle and not just be a gadget player. Only time will tell, but he can also help out in the return game.
Yeah.
When he was with USC and Caleb Williams a couple years ago, like you saw the potential of him being that he can run other routes. It's just, was it Georgia didn't have faith in him being able to run them routes, or if it was just that's what they asked him to do, run the screens and stuff like that?
It must have been a Georgia thing, man.
Maybe.
Because Falcons ran a shit ton of screens.
So that was our day 2 picks into day 3 with the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round guys. They went more developmental, potential kind of traitsy guys. They took linebacker Kendall Daniels out of Oklahoma in the 4th round. He came into college as a safety, but he was kind of an oversized safety. He's at 6'5", 200 and some pounds. They moved him down in Oklahoma. They moved him down to linebacker. So now he's kind of that similar body type as Divine Diablo. Can cover, can blitz. Just a little bit bigger. He's like I said, he's 6'5", 242 pounds, and he's fast. I'm not saying he's going to come in and be a day 1 starter. There's some things he needs to work on, but he definitely can come in and be a special teams demon.
Well, because we lost Kane Ellis, so he could
fill that role.
Yeah, because Kane Ellis was a great. He could cover.
He could cover. He wasn't great at coverage, but he could come off the edge, blitz. Yeah. Caden Ellis struggled with the run a little bit. Caden Daniels, they feel that he could help with the run game a little bit. So it's just kind of wait and see how that goes.
So take that, Caden Ellis.
Fucking going back to the fucking Saints, bitch ass.
What's even good down there?
And then our next pick in the 6th round, pick 208, we got Ontario Thomas, defensive tackle out of Washington. 6'2", 306, 306 pounds. Ran a 4.73, 40-yard dash.
Damn.
So he's quick. He has that get off the ball trait. In college, he had last year he had 2 block punts. And his totals, all of his college career, he had 3 block punts. A good run stopper. Like I said, he can come in, help out with special teams to start off with. Then he can also help fill that void. Maybe he can help out Atlanta with their run game a little bit.
I mean, I love seeing a fast, fat man.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Then we took our second 6th round pick. We took linebacker / edge out of LSU, Harold Perkins Jr. Came in he was a highly touted 5-star prospect coming into LSU as a freshman. He ended up having his freshman year had 7.5 sacks. Got injured his junior year. No. His junior year got injured, kind of towards ACL. Then this past year he came back. He played a little bit more linebacker, off-ball linebacker, middle linebacker. Struggled a little bit, not quite the production that he had in his freshman year. He's able to give you that edge rush ability. I can see them moving him up to more of an edge, but he also can play linebacker.
Yeah.
And then our last pick of the 1st round, they took a development offensive tackle, Ethan Anawana, out of Ohio State. He played 4 seasons at Rice before transferring to Ohio State his final season. They thought he was going to come in and be this starting left tackle for Ohio State. Wasn't able to get there, so didn't really play at all his 25 season. So I'm assuming Matt Ryan, Ethan Cunningham, and Kevin Stefanski is looking at his Rice film brought him in. Like I said, he's probably a developmental tackle. He could be one of your, give him a year or two and be that starter.
Yeah. We really like taking like offensive linemen like the 7th round.
Yeah, we took Jack Nelson last year out of Wisconsin.
Yeah, literally our only offensive pick last year was an offensive lineman in the 7th round.
Yeah. They signed quite a bit of undrafted free agents.
The D2 quarterback Heisman.
Yeah, they got Jack Strand out of Minnesota, Moorhead State or something like that. Division II Heisman, Harlan Hill award winner, which is the Heisman for Division II. Just continue getting better throughout his career. He's 6'4", like 230 pounds.
Why left-handed?
Right-handed quarterback. Then they also got Jake Brockermeyer, center out of, I want to say Florida. No, not Florida. Shit. I forget what college he came out of, but he was Miami. It's Florida, but it was from Miami. Miami center.
In college, talking about college, you can't really say Florida.
Yeah, I know. There's a bunch of Florida schools.
Well, plus it's the Florida Gators.
Yeah.
So you can't just say.
I was thinking Florida Gators, but that was Jake Slaughter. But it's the center out from Miami, which he could ultimately, he's going to come in and probably the first year he's going to be either a practice squad guy or like battle for that second string center with Corey Levin.
Yeah.
Could possibly end up passing Ryan Newsel in the future. Him and Ryan Newsel compete for that starting center job. So
I know what you mean.
That's all I got on the NFL draft. Like I said, you can't project on how good they're going to be.
I noticed one thing: the lack of talk about Skylar Bell. You didn't really talk about him at all.
It's because he's on the Buffalo Bills and he wasn't in either one of my conversations.
But he's the best receiver in the draft class.
No, he wasn't. If he was the best receiver in the draft class, he wouldn't have went 4th round.
All right. Diego Pavia.
Oh yeah, Diego Pavia.
Go ahead.
Went undrafted.
Fucking bitch.
Put that water. He went undrafted. Got invited to Ravens rookie mini camp. Ultimately signing a 3-year deal with the Ravens.
What was it? 3 years, 45 million?
No.
I'm not tripping.
They would not have paid him that.
How would I be tripping?
As an undrafted guy, they're always going to get 3-year deals.
Who the fuck did I see 3 years, 45 million?
I don't know. It wasn't Diego Pavia.
You go ahead. I'm not sure who the fuck got paid 3 years, 45 million.
But pretty much any undrafted guy that gets signed, it's a 3-year deal, but it's pretty much a day-to-day contract because none of the money's really guaranteed unless the team states that it's guaranteed.
I'm gonna be tripping.
They also Ravens also signed undrafted free agent Joey Fanu out of UConn. But
well, I guess I still got paid 3 years, 45 million.
It's just funny because after he didn't get drafted and at the time he wasn't even signed as an undrafted free agent. He made a post where it said "fuck the NFL." He'll create his own path, but then he hurried up and deleted it.
Yeah.
It could have been like I said. I think a lot of teams just
didn't like his cockiness.
Yes, didn't like his cockiness.
He said he would be QB1 coming in straight in.
And
if I went the team's long way.
I think also him not having an agent kind of hurt him a little bit too. He said he didn't want an agent because he didn't want to give away any of his money. Well, when you're an undrafted guy, I can see why you don't want to give away any of your money.
Yeah.
But it also can hurt you not having an agent. So.
Yeah, wasn't he like the first Heisman finalist to go undrafted since like 19 something?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But I think a lot of things is it's his cockiness and the way, I guess probably the way he rubs people. And then he's only 5'9", 5'10", so he's a smaller quarterback. It's going to be harder to see like in the NFL.
Well, I spent most of the draft thinking his mom was dating his teammate. So
No.
I could. Cause wasn't that a thing that like he made a deal with one of his teammates?
That wasn't even his teammate. That was a comedian, Theo Vaughn.
I'm tripping. Because one of the teammates.
No, it's just a comedian. He's a friend, like, he's friends with Diego Pavia, but wasn't his teammate. Is there anything else you want to talk about
We may just need to move on from the NFL because I'm thinking he's going to pay 3 years, $45 million. I'm already thinking his teammates dating his mom.
Yeah. All right, so
Right.
that's it for the draft talk, NFL talk. We're going to move on to the NBA and the playoffs. So
It's not even 10:30 in the morning yet. You got to give me some leeway.
man, I've been up since 4:30 this morning, and your ass is getting up at like 9 something. And
8:30. Thank you very much.
all right, so
I woke up early today just to film this, and you out here shit talking to me.
all right, so like I said, we're moving on off of the NFL. We're moving on to the NBA playoffs. As the series are going right now, I'm 3-1 on my picks. Just saying, the only one I got wrong is Atlanta so far. No, Denver so far with the Nuggets. So, all right, now this is you. Keep your hand away from your mouth too.
Well, I'll wait for you to get them talking. But so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through each playoff series, and we're gonna give our opinion on each one so far. So we'll start off with the Thunder, clean sweeping the Phoenix Suns. I mean, Denver was pissed most of this series.
Yeah.
Because of some of the calls, like he did something and got called for an offensive foul, but then SGA went down the court, did the same thing, and got free throws out of it. So, and I'm pretty sure Denver ended up getting fined for his comments against the West and stuff, but he didn't care.
Yeah.
But
I think it's pretty much in the West. I think it's coming down to the Spurs Thunder. It's just
I'll get to this one team later, but that's. You got any opinion on the Thunder Suns series besides just
like
you know,
everybody hates on the Thunder because they're winning right now, and then it's just the way their play style is.
I mean,
They're free for virgins. So like I said, everybody hates winners. You know what I'm saying? But they're like right now they're probably the most dominant team in the playoffs.
I mean, well, you said hate winners, but every team, basically every team, every fan except for Thunder fans, like the Spurs are winning.
You get what I'm saying?
Not because they won last year. I know.
Yeah.
So the Spurs beating the Trailblazers in five games. A gentleman's sweep.
Yeah. That series could have went a little bit different, especially if Wemby would have missed a lot more games.
Yeah.
You know what? Left game 2 with concussion.
Should have missed game 3 and protocols and stuff, and came back game 4.
He was upset that he felt he could have played game 3, but they held him out. Came back game 4, and
yeah, it was kind of like the Trailblazers kept it close most games until like that fourth quarter. That inexperience
just kind of took over.
But you got because the Spurs, It's the first time in the playoffs in a little while, but they have that. They have De'Aaron Fox, who has playoff experience with the Kings. I know that's shocking to say. Playoff experience with the Kings. They were good that one year. I'll give them credit. I'm sure Kelly Olynyk's given his playoff experience and his runs with the Heat.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like Trailblazers have Drew Holiday, two-time champion, but the rest of them just don't have that.
That experience, and they're still a younger team.
Maybe if Lillard played, it might have been a little different, but we don't know. The third playoff series, and the Timberwolves beating the Nuggets 4-2. Last night, I thought it wasn't going to Game 7 because of all the injuries the Timberwolves have.
Yeah, they kind of shocked the Nuggets.
Yeah, they missed Dante DiVincenzo yesterday. Well, he's out this season.
Yeah,
towards Achilles. Ayo Dosunmu, who they got from the Bulls.
Yeah.
He had 42 points. It was some 40-point game. First, second highest scoring player off the bench.
Yeah.
And
then Ant's out.
Ant's out. But didn't need it.
Hyperextended his knee.
I'm pretty sure he could be back in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But fucking that quote Anthony Edwards said a couple years ago. They got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels, and Jaden McDaniels delivered.
He accepted the heel.
Yeah, he fucking scored 32 points last night and eliminated the. And he scored 32, but then you had this dude I never even heard of before. Well, I guess that's what happens when injuries and stuff happen, and you gotta rely on further down the bench. Bill, that all I tried to watch be a Timberwolves game apparently. What was he at? Terrence Shannon Jr. scored 24 points last night, 6 rebounds, 2 steals.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was the second highest score on the.
It's just shocking how Timberwolves has so many players hurt right now, and they were able to get by the Nuggets.
Yes, that's quick. The question is it time for the Nuggets to blow it up?
Find someone else maybe get rid of someone and bring someone in that can help get over that.
Maybe keep Jokic, because you're not gonna trade Jokic.
No, you're not getting rid of Jokic.
Maybe it's Jamal Murray's time in Denver. Maybe it's Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
I never liked Aaron Gordon since his Magic days. But because Magic like the little brothers to the Heat, the annoying little brothers. Even though they did beat us 5-0 this year. That was embarrassing.
You lost all 5.
Yes. Yeah, somehow you only played 4 times, but we lost that 5th game because of the fucking in-season tournament.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then the final series in the West, that's still going on. They play tonight at 9:30. The Lakers versus the Rockets. Do you feel like it would be different if Rockets had KD?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think, because he came back for one game but he wasn't fully healthy.
I just wish we would have had this series with everybody healthy.
Yeah.
Like KD, Luka, Austin Reeves playing all these games. It's like, I feel like, because KD's not playing tonight, it's already been confirmed. So,
I think Lakers take it, close it out tonight.
like, you like to hate on LeBron, but while Reeves was gone, Luka's gone. With him and Luke Kennard
I'm not going to hate on, how you say it? I don't hate on LeBron's talent or as a player. I just hate on the whole GOAT conversation.
I mean, there is no conversation. He is the GOAT.
No, he's not. Jordan is the GOAT.
Jordan plays Columbus. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, okay. You just never seen him play.
I did. I watched some game winners over the years.
Okay.
But so you think Lakers finish it off tonight?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see that's what you said. Yeah, you had Lakers winning the series. So well, as of right now in the West, it would be the Timberwolves versus Spurs in the second round. Any prediction on that?
Timberwolves Spurs?
Yeah.
I got Spurs on that one.
It kind of depends on the health of Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. I still go Spurs, but I say it ain't gonna be a sweep. I think it's gonna be like it could be a 7-game series.
I think it all just depends on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
But Rudy Gobert was locking down Jokic.
Yeah.
And so now he's not playing against his fellow Frenchman.
Yeah. And then what? It'd be.
Thunder will play the Lakers or the Rockets.
I think if it's the Lakers, like I predict, if they can get Luka back soon,
That'd be
I think it'll be a
good at series.
good series. I think it's going to be a good series either. I don't think it's going to be another sweep.
No.
But as of right now, I would go with Thunder winning that one.
So we go on to the East. So our only playoff series that's wrapped up in the East is the Knicks. Had a little scrimmage. Had like a little practice yesterday against the Hawks.
Yeah.
That game was not even.
They were up by 50-some points at halftime.
Yeah. Well, I can't really speak about this because my Heat lost by 55 in both home games last year, and on the way to get swept by the Cavs. So I can't really talk about losing by 50. So,
But, like, how you say it? Like, early in the series, it was like, all right, the Hawks can kind of pull this out. And then these last 2 games,
last 3 games.
it was just like,
The last 3 games, fucking. Like Carl Anthony Towns had a triple double with only taking 4 shots. He was even surprised.
yeah.
It's because we watched the game last night. I don't know if it was Shaq or Walt Frazier that said it. The Hawks lack that leadership.
Yeah.
They lack that leadership because CJ McCollum was that leader in game 2 and 3. You just didn't have it in the.
Flat. Yeah.
And then Knicks are all the way up like 40 or 50, and fucking Mitchell Robinson's getting ejected, trying to fight Dyson Daniels.
Yeah.
So it's like so New York will play either the winner of the Philly-Boston series. So next up on the list we got the Cavaliers currently up 3-2 on the Raptors. I'm gonna be honest, the Raptors surprised me a little bit. I thought maybe they like won, but it's like every game has been like close.
Yeah.
Like they've had a chance in every single game. They play tonight 7:30 in Toronto, which that place is loud, so it's gonna be.
It's like the West is kind of like you have your dominant teams, and then the East, it's like all the teams are close. Like,
and it's like new teams because usually it used to be like you have the Milwaukee, the Boston, the Miami,
yeah.
Philly, but that's like now you got Cleveland. So Cleveland took a couple years off, they're back. Toronto won a championship, wasn't really the same after that for a little while. They're back.
Yeah.
The Knicks are always there, but they can never get over the hump. And well, I guess we don't need to talk about Atlanta now. They
They just.
didn't even show up against their home.
Yeah.
It was a home game for them.
Yeah, they got fucking I don't know if anybody watched that game yesterday, but we watched like the first quarter of it, and
because by the time the Sixers game came on, and
yeah,
well, I told him like, you don't even need to fucking keep the Hawks game on.
I mean, what they went on a what? It was like a 62 to, I think it was 62 to 13 run in the first, like between the first and second quarter.
It was ridiculous. Fucking OG and Oakley came to play. Kel Bridges came to play.
Yeah.
At halftime, they outscored the Hawks by themselves. So, it was, well, Magic are currently up. The 8 seed Magic are currently up 3-2, and the 1 seed Pistons. You know, little brother trying to be like big brother.
Yeah. It's just like, how you say it? The Pistons are relying on Cade Cunningham way too much, and if he's having a bad game,
They don't have that 3-point shooting.
like Jalen Duren is not showing up. I mean, it's
Duncan Robinson.
like they just, how you say it? If Cade Cunningham's not having a good night,
Yeah.
there's nobody else on the team that can have a good night. It seems like.
But you see how little brother trying to be like big brother, trying to be an 18, take down the 1 seed, but they can't. They couldn't do it like Big Brother did. They couldn't take them down in 5 games. So it's
They play tonight. What?
7 o'clock
Orlando could close it out tonight if they beat Pistons,
in Orlando.
or they could. The Pistons win, they'll take it Game 7.
Yeah. So basically, if the Pistons, Raptors, and Rockets win tonight, we get 3 Game 7s on Sunday, and only 1 tomorrow, which is the only Game 7 right now. Way to lead it into my next segment. We got the 2 seed. I don't say the names
Boston Celtics.
because they little bitches against the 7 seed 76ers
Like,
in Boston and all.
how you say it? This series completely turned around
When Embiid got back.
once Embiid got back. Yes, his first game back, you could tell he wasn't fully healthy. He was trying to force things a little too much, and they ultimately didn't look very good in that Game 3.
Yeah.
But these past 2 games, Max is showing up, Embiid is showing up.
You're still not giving me credit, dude.
Paul George,
Like, come on, man.
Paul George, like.
You talk shit about that man all season, and he's stepping up in the playoffs, and
His
you're
playoff,
still not giving him credit.
it's just I'll give him the credit. Like, he is playing good. I don't think this series would be going the way it's going right now if Embiid wouldn't have came back.
Like,
I'm going to apologize to Embiid because just a couple weeks ago I made a question: should 76ers trade Joel Embiid because he's always hurt and stuff? He's proven that he can still play when he's healthy. He's not even 100% healthy, and he's still down there. You got these Celtics fans like, oh, if Tatum was healthy, it would be. You got a Joel Embiid that's not even healthy. He's probably in worse shape than what Tatum is.
There's one thing about them bums in Boston. Fuck Peyton Pritchard.
Yes.
I'm not even in the playoffs, and I still hate the guy. Him and Derek White, I just don't like them too.
Yeah.
So, well, you got any other opinions on the?
The fan in me wants to say 76ers takes this Game 7, but like it's hard for me not to saying Celtics are going to take this series.
Well, last time y'all played in a Game 7, it was Tatum dropped 50 on you guys. So,
And
was that in Philly?
yeah. And then last night in the game, the fans were chanting, "We want Boston," and Boston sucks. And the last time they did that, It was right after the play-in game.
Yeah,
They straight whooped our ass by 30 in the first game. of the
And
series.
they chant we want Boston.
Yeah. So, like I said,
I mean, that's gotta be like less embarrassing than what fucking Celtics did a couple years ago, chanting "We want Miami" when we was a fucking 8th seed, and they were like what a 2 seed, 3 seed.
yeah.
It's like you really chanting you want an 8th seed, and the thing is you lost that 8th seed.
Yep.
So bums. I saw someone said it's crazy that Jokic got in more fights during that playoff series than the Nuggets had wins.
Hey.
Jokic showed more fight in those fights than the fucking Hawks did yesterday.
Yeah.
But I really don't mostly upset on the Hawks because I had them as my underdogs of the day yesterday,
And they didn't even.
and they didn't even. It was a rough day, but we never give you a pick on who you think's going between Pistons Magic.
I would take.
Then Pistons force Game 7 or Magic in the series,
I think Magic ends this series.
and then Cleveland Toronto.
I'll take Cleveland.
Cleveland. So you think both teams? So you said Lakers win.
Yeah.
So you think there's only gonna be one Game 7 tomorrow,
Yep.
and it's gonna be Philly.
Yep. And Philly's gonna win it.
What? That's a lot of sevens. Game 7, 7 seed, 76ers. The triple sevens.
Yep.
So maybe that's luck.
Maybe.
I doubt it, but you're bringing the triple seven luck against the Irish
luck.
the Irish luck. One team's going to be more lucky than the other.
Yeah.
And just hopefully Dan House doesn't cost anybody.
Hey, Danhausen, if you hear this, curse the Celtics.
Well, 'cause you saw he coached the Knicks, and they were losing those first couple games.
Yeah.
And then he got paid to uncurse the Knicks and uncurse the Hawks, and he did. And then the Hawks just completely lost. I'm sorry, I believe in it. Now the question is, did he put a curse on the Falcons like 20, 30 years ago, and it's still going?
Maybe.
Hey,
Danhausen.
Dan, can I see your
Can you, if you put a curse on the Falcons, can you remove it?
I would pay you personally. Like, I just want to see one of my teams win a championship in my lifetime.
Yeah.
It's been rough. Like, I've had three opportunities to watch one of my favorite teams win a championship. Like the Falcons in 2016.
Yep.
But we know what happened then. Literally a quarter away. And then I watched the Heat lose 2 NBA finals. Like I wasn't watching basketball at the time when the Heat had LeBron and that one. So it's like
with me, like I've seen Falcons twice in the Super Bowl, lost love, and I can't remember like because I was never really a huge basketball fan until here recent. I mean, I'm not even saying I'm still a huge fan, but I watch and I pay attention. But I don't think I've ever seen 76ers in the championship.
we haven't even seen them in the conference finals in a while.
Yeah, so. But
They're like the Cowboys. You haven't seen them in the conference finals in a while.
But other than that, we're going to get out of here for this week. We'll be back again next week. But make sure you follow us here. Like, subscribe, comment here on YouTube. To get notified when we're posting videos. If you can, like I said, share it, follow it, like it, comment. It helps us put us through the algorithm. The more likes, comments, and subscribers, the better viewership we'll get on this.
MySpace.
Also follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and X. But other than that,
Got MySpace.
we're getting out here for this week. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.